Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. If it is your first time here, today's video is going to be the next installment of my single series here on my YouTube channel, where I randomly select one of my single eyeshadows from my collection and build a look featuring that shadow. So this is the look we came up with today. I'm going to wait until we get into the video to tell you what the single shadow is, but it's a good one. Clearly, I'm obsessed with it. Before we jump into it, I just want to give a disclaimer, I guess. I got my second dose of the COVID vaccine yesterday. I am not feeling the greatest. I definitely have it better than most people who have gotten the second dose. In the words of my mom, I feel like I got punched by the Incredible Hulk. You can see the vaccine site, and it is very painful. I'm also just like really tired. Like, I woke up at 8 this morning, had breakfast, was asleep again by 9, didn't wake up till noon, and I feel like I could go for another nap right about now. And I also have a little bit of a headache. So those are all the symptoms that I'm having, and I know that I have it so much better than most people who have gotten the COVID vaccine, but I just wanted to give that disclaimer as to why my energy might seem a little bit off. I'm also having really bad allergies, so like it's just not a really great time in my body right now. But I missed 2 uploads this past week just because things have been crazy. My life has been crazy, and I wanted to do a little bit of filming this weekend to try to catch up a little bit or get ahead for the next week. So thanks for being patient with me. Thank you for sticking around and showing me love and support. And let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so today I'm actually going to start by priming my face. I don't typically prime my face first, but I'm using a lot of hydrating base products today. So I want to give it time to like kind of sit in and like sink into my skin. So I'm going in with this little sample of the Bodyography Foundation Hydrating Primer. So I'm going to take this first and just kind of smear it all over my face. I have obviously never used this before because it's a little sample. It's very heavily fragranced, but it feels really nice. And it like feels like my skin just like drank that up. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with my Auric Beauty Colorless. I typically go in with a pump of this mixed into that first moisturizing product or after, and just kind of smear it all over my face. So today I'm just going to end up smearing it all over my face for some glow underneath my base products. And then I also have another new product. This is the Dr. Jart Cicapair Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment. And I'm going to put this on my face as well. I thought about mixing it with the Glow Lust, but I didn't want the like more orange tone of this to almost like pull it a little bit more warm. So I'm not going to do that. Did that do anything? Can't really tell. I don't really know if that's doing much of anything with me. Oh well, we tried it. I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with the Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero Eye Primer. So sorry for my dog. And I use about that much per eye. And my lips are like super dry, so I'm just gonna throw on some of my Fresh Sugar Watermelon Hydrating Lip Balm real quick. All right, and now we are going to go into the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde eyeshadow palette today. I'm pretty sure we all know what it looks like, but here it is. I'm going to first start by using this shade right here called Crash as my transition shade. It's a very cool toned light taupey color. Okay, and now I'm going to switch to a brush that is a little bit smaller. This is the MOTD Cosmetics Tapered Contour Crease Brush. I'm gonna wipe it off. And next, I'm going to take the shade Haze, which is this kind of like mint green up in the corner. and I'm going to start working that through my crease, kind of over where we put crash. Crash is just there to make the blend a little bit more seamless. If it gets completely covered up, that's absolutely fine. And I'm really going to build that up until it's nice and bright. So I'm liking where that's at right now. So now we are going to go in with the single shadow being featured in this look. And the shadow is the shade Lucid from Lethal Cosmetics. This is such a pretty shade. It has like a very dark shift to it, but I really like it. I'm going to take a tiny bit of my NYX glitter primer to give something for the shade to stick to. Alright, and then I'm going to take some of that shade on my finger and start pressing that all over my lid. I am going to leave just a little bit of empty space right out here at the outer corner because we're going to put another matte there. Okay, so now that that lid shade is on, I am actually going to start dipping into the shade Vortex from the palette, which is this really dark blackened purple. And I'm going to take that on this tiny little small fluffy blending brush. I have no clue what the brush is because I've had it forever, but I'm going to start building that up right in the outer corner. This shade is really interesting because in the pan it looks like it's going to be so intense, but it's really not. It's like a very sheer matte shade. And that's where I'm going to leave the eyes for right now. We're going to work on the face and come back to finish off the eyes in a little bit. So for my foundation, I'm going to be taking my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. This is one of my favorite base products of all time. It is so nice. I just kind of put that all over my face. And then with the, I believe it is the Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm going to start to work that into my skin. Okay, so foundation is on. I'm going to take my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector to, bless you, correct my under eyes. Again, this brush I'm using is very old, but any larger, dense, but fluffier blending brush will do. I just find that it gives a really seamless effect to blend it with this type of brush. For my concealer, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. Still trying to use this up. It has been literally months that I've been trying to use this. We'll get there someday. And then to blend this out, I'm going to be taking my Rare Beauty concealer brush. Such a good brush. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be taking the Bud Night Neutral Set Colorless Powder. This is currently in my Shop My Stash. Forgot to mention that the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint is also in my Shop My Stash right now. I also use that to set like my little nose crevice over here and right under my nose, and then the chin crevice and right in between my eyebrows. And I'll take whatever is left on the brush through my eyebrows so they're not like oily, they're a little bit powdered down. So I have another new product I'm using for the first time today. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. I just got the little mini of it because I didn't want to splurge on the full size and potentially not like it. I love when brands come out with minis of very popular products because, you know, not everything works for everyone. I'm going to apply this to any spots I get oily, and that already looks amazing. That looks so nice. It isn't like discoloring that area, making it darker. I really enjoy that. I'm going to do my brows off of camera real quick, but I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo and my We Are Fluid Browzey Brow Gel. Okay, so brows are done and we're going to move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to take that shade Haze and start by running that down there. And then I'm going to go in with dark purple Vortex to define the outer corner down there. Alright, so now I'm going to take my Queen Studios Dragon Wax Liner and kind of smudge that out on the upper lash line. I'm going to use this little Eco Tools brush to do the smudging, and I'm going to smudge it with the shade Vortex from the Huda Beauty palette. Alright, next I'm going to use the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Splash and put that in my lower waterline. And for my mascara, I'm going to be using the Victoria Beckham Beauty Future Lash Mascara, and I'm going to do that off camera because mascara takes me such a long time to apply. Alright, so the eyes are almost done. I'm going to highlight the inner corner with this shade right here called Supermoon from the Huda Beauty palette. Alright, and that is the eyes completely done. We are going to finish off the face. I'm going to take this e.l.f. St. Lucia Blush and Bronzer Duo, and I'm going to be using just the bronzer. I'm pretty sure this duo is actually supposed to be a dupe for the NARS Laguna Bronzer and Orgasm Blush. So I'm going to take the bronzer, start bronzing up my face. And then for my blush, I'm going to be going in with a cream, and that is the Ilia Multi-Use Color Haze, Ilia Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment. And the way that I use liquid blushes like this, so I'll squeeze a little bit out onto my hand and then kind of smear it around so it's in a thinner but even layer. And then my favorite way to apply a cream blush, or favorite tool, is this ColourPop F20 brush, which I'm going to wipe off real quick because it's a little bit fluffy, but it's pretty small and dense, so it picks up the product really nicely but evenly. And then I just tap it into my face. This blush has a really interesting kind of like sticky texture to it, but I find that it doesn't cling or sit weird on top of powders. And then for my highlight, I'm going to be using the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. This is another cream, and this is an odd formula. You really, oh, I just dug into it. No! You like really gotta work your finger in there to like pick up some product. And then before you go back in to pick up more, you want to wipe your finger off, or else you will get your foundation and base products all up in the product. I typically go in with about 2 layers of this to get the glow that I like, and that's it. Maybe a little bit on my nose and a little bit on my chin and Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to set my face with my Item Beauty One Hit setting spray, and I kind of have to like turn away from the camera because the fan is on and it'll like blow it everywhere, not my face. And now we are going to finish off with the lips. So I'm going to start by taking my St. Luxe lip liner in the shade Love Letter. I'm gonna rub them together to blend that just a little bit. And then I'm going to take this Makeup Forever red lipstick, and I'm not going to go full out because the red with this don't think would look good. I'm just going to right there, and then dab it out just a little like that. And then I'm going to take the ColourPop Ultra Glassy lip in the shade Queen Cobra. This is a sheer lip gloss with tons and tons of silver sparkles in it. And this is the finished look. So once again, I would like to apologize for my low energy in this video. Like I said, I got my second dose of COVID yesterday and I'm not feeling the best, and I'm just quite sleepy. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe before you go, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!